Hi, my name is Alexi Pukanikin, and we're ballin' today, tomorrow, and most definitely yesterday. At what cost? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the world where when you lose, you win. When you lose, you win. There's no thing as ultimate failure. Because even when you fail, success greets you at the end of it. For example, in the world of F1, we were just in the Netherlands, in Zandvoort, in the beach dunes, beautiful beach dunes, where Logan Sargent has a very high-speed crash in wet track conditions, probably caused at least few millions worth of damage to the car. Logan Sargent has a great big wipeout in front of the world stage, but look how cool the picture is of him getting out of the crashed car. Look how cool. Look how cool it is. It's very cool. Because back in the day, with Formula One, when it wasn't as safe as it is today, back then it was like, oh my goodness, a crash is happening. That guy is probably dead. Oh, cool. He's getting out of the car. He's still alive. That's cool. But now we know that the driver's gonna not die. He's gonna be perfectly fine. Not even a scratch or a bruise. Maybe a bruise. And what we're waiting for as the audience is, I want to see how much this guy can cost a team in terms of money. How many millions, how many hundreds of millions, how many thousands, whatever the decimal point may be or the commas that are involved. And this is the same audience that when it's driver of the day, it's, oh my God, look at him. He's the driver of the day. Look at how good of a drive they did. They stayed composed. A true showing of showmanship. This is the same people that when the guy who is regarded as the biggest failure currently out of all the drivers, when he crashes the car that he's driving in, the multi-million-dollar car that he drives in, we're going like, now that's cool. Look at the picture of him jumping out the car with the fire, with the smoke, with the broken bits and the carbon fiber. How cool. Because you're not a fail. You didn't. It doesn't matter if Logan Sargent, because of this crash or the other crashes, it doesn't matter if he doesn't get re-signed into Formula One next year. It doesn't matter because it's cool. When you lose, when you fail at something, really, you win. You win. In Formula One, as long as your name is associated with Formula One, you're winning. You're winning at life. Max Verstappen takes a tactical second place in his home race because he wants to avoid the home race win curse. So because, in fact, F1 is it's challenging the basic philosophy of society. Max Verstappen won by not winning. He just won by not winning this race. He won by not winning his home race. Look at Charles Leclerc. He won Monaco finally after years in F1. He finally broke the curse. Well, it's not like Charles Leclerc has had a freaking cake ride after that. Same as Lewis Hamilton. He won. Wow, look at him. For his defense, it's a little bit, but still, he won Silverstone. He won at home, right? If it wasn't for the George Russell fiasco in Belgium, he would not have won that, but he did. But then look at Lewis is over here doing an alternate strategy, finishing behind his teammate after the summer holiday. When you win, you lose. When you lose, you win. Max needs any advantage he can get. If it's superstitious reason or a superstitious advantage, I'd take that too. As I've expressed before, this is very intense. The state of F1 right now, the state of the 2024 season. It might be the most profitable second half of an F1 season ever. It might be, because the first half was, like 9 races out of the 9 races, Verstappen wins 7 of them. Everyone's like, okay, this is a repeat of last season or the season before that. Now, all of a sudden, we're going like, wait, no way, hold up a second here. That guy had done so much winning that I think now he's going to start losing. And all the guys like Lando Norris, who has been when he's been losing, now he's winning. And if I'm putting Verstappen and Lando Norris in 2 separate boats, but if you were to put them in the same boat, if they were sailing on the same ship, these 2 Twitch streamers, these video game streamers with their own brand of different things, merchandise and whatnot, and apparel and whatnot, they're about to do what I think is going to be one of the biggest promotional marketing tours ever in the sports world. This is, imagine if the NBA played regular season games in China. This is what they're doing now. This is what Lando Norris and Max Verstappen is going to be doing for the rest of the 9 races that we got. We got 9 Grand Prix left. This is what they're doing. While they're doing their job, their professional job, they're also doing a promotional marketing tour for their own brands, which ultimately is more profitable than the sporting. Okay, yes, you can dive into the inner success of things, but if you're just thinking about what's profitable in terms of increasing your net worth, this Twitch streaming video games and building your own brand is much more profitable than winning a driver's championship. I'm sure it's very important for both gentlemen, a childhood dream for both. One has already been there, made dreams a reality. The other one has made some of his dreams reality. Lando Norris has won now more than once in Formula One. He has doubled the amount of wins he has in Formula One by winning in the Dutch Grand Prix by over 20 seconds. Now that looks great, real great. So Lando Norris won the race, the Dutch Grand Prix. He is now currently 70 points behind Max Verstappen with 9 races to go. Max Verstappen has 295 points. Lando Norris has 225 points. 9 races to go. Lando Norris is chasing down Max Verstappen. It doesn't matter who. It doesn't matter who. Because if you also just look at what tracks, what countries, what cities we're going to for these last 9 races, this is where the marketing gets done. You're going to the US, you're going to Austin, right? You're going to Brazil. Brazil, you got the quantity. Let's say Texas, you got the the loyal fan base of the US, right? They'll freaking, quadrant. They'll eat that up. Then we have Las Vegas. Then we go to the Saudis, promote our stuff a little. There is nothing you can tell me to convince me there is a loser in this situation. There is no loser. Lando Norris, if he doesn't win the Drivers' Championship, hey, buddy, you gave it a nice try. Nice try. But it was McLaren's fault for not being at that level from the beginning of the season. It wasn't your fault. And I'm not going to say it's your fault either. I'm not going to say it's your fault. I'm saying the odds are against you anyways. I'm going to play with the odds, okay? Verstappen. If Verstappen loses the Drivers' Championship, sorry, but he already won 3 in a row. 21, 22, 23. So in what situation is he the loser? And same thing. Red Bull, you gave me a great car in the beginning of the season, then you couldn't upgrade it. It's Red Bull's fault. It ain't my fault. Guys, I'm telling you this right now. Whatever Lando Norris and Max Verstappen do within the F1 2024 season, or what's left of it, they're going to be fine. They're going to be pretty happy about their life situation. Because the only way they can draw you in is make you think that they... And I know I might be stepping over boundaries here that I've set for my own podcast. There is disappointment, there is stress, there is pressure. I understand what it's like to feel when you're in a competitive setting. However, both men are not going to get depressed over this at all, okay? We're good. We're good, F1. We're good. Logan Sargent maybe costed Williams an extra $5 million. Let's just say that's a soft. Doesn't matter, dude. Look at the picture. Look at that. Logan, you're going to be good. You're going to be good. Life is good. Life is good. McLaren is 30 points behind Red Bull. Okay, so maybe that's just that ship is sailed. Constructors Championship is pretty much guaranteed. And I did a little mathematics just because I wanted to give you guys this very concise hypothetical situation. If Max Verstappen finishes in second place for 9 more times, and we exclude the points that he could possibly get from a sprint race and a fastest lap, we're excluding that. If Max Verstappen, with 9 races to go, finishes in second place each of those races, he's going to end up with a total of 457 points. Now, Lando Norris, who's chasing the number 1 spot now with what looks like a much faster car, same situation, no sprint race points or fastest lap, extra bonus points. If Lando Norris finishes in first place for the rest of the 9 races, he ends up with a total of 450 points, 7 points behind the leader, which is Max Verstappen. So, we need a miracle out here. We need what I personally think we need is you guys need to do what you guys did in Austria, except up it. Up it. What you guys did in Austria was not enough. Max Verstappen was still able to go into the pits, switch tire, end up in P6. Okay, Norris, you took a harder hit that race. But now get him back. Get him back. Remember what Max did to Lewis that season when he stole his 8th championship away from him? They were in Monza, and he just said, "How about no, dude? How about no?" So whatever happened in Austria, Lando, you need to do that, but the other way around. So it only hurts you a bit, but it hurts him a lot. And that way, even though in the situation you're like, shit, I might be viewed as a loser because I crashed him out, Max Verstappen might feel negatively during the situation. Damn it, I lost the chances of a championship, of winning 4 in a row. Realistically, if that were to hypothetically happen, that would be the most profitable thing to happen for both of their brands. So please, lose in order to win, and win in order to lose. Monza. That's where we're going this weekend. We're going in front of the Ferrari crowd, right? The Tifosi, right? In one of the most legendary tracks in the F1 calendar, right? Charles Leclerc is going to get pole position on Saturday because even if he doesn't win, right? Even if he doesn't win the race, even if he loses out on winning the race in front of the Tifosi, he won. He won with the pole position. That's enough. That's enough. You did well. You did good, Charles. You're Mr. Saturday anyways. I have no doubt that you are going to be on point. Leclerc. Okay. And the winner. Let me put down Mon Monza. Monza, pole is Leclerc. And the winner's gonna be Lando Norris. Because you gotta win. Because you gotta win to lose. At least you're gonna You're gonna win. It's gonna give you enough. It's gonna give everyone enough. If when that Lando Norris wins in Monza, it's gonna give everyone enough hope to be like, oh shit. And I predict the Mercs are gonna be way better as well, because you look at Spa, lots of high-speed corners, lots of straight lines. They did really well throughout the race day. I think it's going to be McLaren, Mercedes dominant during Sunday, with the Ferrari struggling but doing their best in front of the Tifosi. And there's going to be Verstappen in the Red Bull just fighting for his life, thinking that, I'm going to get this P4, but I'm still going to win. I'm not going to win, but I am going to win. And that is F1, ladies and gentlemen. That will be this weekend. And an exciting one as well. But the NFL season is right around the corner. And I can continue the theme. I can really continue this theme of, okay, so the preseason is over now. We went through, 3 to 4 weeks. I don't know if you can count the fourth week, but 3 weeks-ish, 4 weeks. Let's just say a month. We did a month of the preseason of the NFL. And, yeah, I mean, look, let's just look at this, from statistics or whatever, numbers. Let's look at numbers. Jaguars, Vikings, Jets, Titans, and Broncos are 3-0. They were the only 3-0 teams throughout the preseason. Didn't lose a single preseason game. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's look at the state of the Vikings. It ain't good. Like Jordan Addison, JJ McCarthy. The supporting offensive cast that was gonna, help Justin Jefferson carry the Vikings franchise. Those two young bucks that were real excited to see them in the NFL stage and to be doing their thing. They're gone. But when you lose, you win. When you lose, you win. The Vikings, they're truly, they are Vikings. I have to say that. The Jets too. The Jets, even when you lose, what you think is going to be your franchise quarterback, in Aaron Rodgers, even when he got injured last season, you win in the end. Look at the amount of hype they have garnered over just one signing. It doesn't matter if he just tore his freaking Achilles right away. It doesn't matter, because now it's more exciting. Now, even more, I want to see how the Jets are going to be doing this season. Oh my God, would you look at that, 3-0. Wow. The losers. Look at the losers. Look at the teams that were 0-3 through their preseason. Bengals, Chiefs, Falcons, Steelers, Browns, and Cardinals. What? Chiefs? Super Bowl champion Chiefs? They're 0-3? What? Look at this. I'll just say, yeah, sure. Fucking Patrick Mahomes wins another one. I don't even know. Like, this is supposed to be for next week's episode where I say the NFL. But, yeah, sure. Kansas City Chiefs win because they just went 0-3 in the preseason. Because when you win, you lose. When you lose, you, say it with me, win. Even I. Look at this. Bears and Broncos, they've been like one of the two top scoring teams in the preseason, right? Offensively, pretty in tune, right? They got it going. They got it going. Why? 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 This is why. They have been losing. They've been losing. They're quarterbacks. Right? Justin Fields. How horrible. Right? Broncos. Russell Wilson. Too big of a diva for Sean Payton. Too big of a diva. Quarterback problems for both teams last season. Where do they end up now? Losing out in strength in the quarterback position, but look at where they are now. Caleb Williams, arguably the most exciting rookie out of the 2024 NFL draft, right? The rookie with arguably the most hype behind him. And then Bo Nix. Bo Nix. His full name, first and last name, is a total of 5 letters. My first name has more letters than Bo Nix. But it ain't it. You win. They're winning now. Bears and Broncos, they're winning now in the quarterback position. They've been losing out. They've been weak. They have failed, but now look at them. Now look at them. Came back full circle. Because you're not defined by what you have accomplished or what you have also failed on. You're not. It's just about where you're at. Okay? It's just about where you're at. I need to hit rock bottom soon in order for this podcast to blow up. I need to do something detrimental soon in order. I don't know. Maybe I should just start doing a whole racist podcast. That's the only way for me to succeed in life. But that's how you need to. As long as you do something, just do something. That's the philosophy I'm going to leave with you on this bizarre podcast of Ballin' at What Cost. I don't think I've ever been like this. I don't like myself being like this, if I'm being fair with you. But as long as you do something. Because when you do that thing, you can win, but then you'll lose. But if you do that thing and you lose, you'll probably win. So just do something. Lando Norris, Max Verstappen are driving. They're driving the multi-million-dollar car. These NFL franchises are at least drafting someone. They're drafting someone. They're drafting Caleb. At least even we got the guy that paints his nails, right? Oh, and then all these conservatives, how this guy is a queer. I cannot believe it. All the hardcore Chicago. This is bullshit. Unacceptable. 3-0 in the preseason. Highest scoring offense throughout the 3 weeks of the preseason. You lose so you can win. I'm Alexi Pukanikin. Thank you for listening. This is Ballin' at What Cost. I'll see you next week.